Hola clase, ¿cómo están? En esta presentación voy a hablar sobre los cognatos falsos. So in this presentation we're going to be talking about false cognates in Spanish. So to begin, let's talk about what cognates are. So a cognate is a word that has the same origin, that looks similar, and it looks like it's the same word, well it is the same word in both languages, in both English and Spanish. It's the same word. So a false cognate would be those words that look like they're the same word, but in reality they're not. They're not the same word. They mean something completely different. So they're kind of like landmines out there that you don't want to step on. So let's take a look at some common false cognates in Spanish. So the first one is embarazada. Go ahead and say that at home. Embarazada. Muy bien. Embarazada or embarazado does not mean embarrassed. It looks like it means embarrassed because they look almost like the same word, right? However, embarazada actually means pregnant, to be pregnant. So how do you say to be embarrassed in Spanish? One way is to say estoy avergonzado or estoy avergonzada if you're a girl. Éxito. Éxito looks like exit, right? However, éxito is not exit. It's actually how we say success. Éxito, success. So exit is actually salida in Spanish. Molestar. Molestar does not mean to molest. Molestar is actually just to bother or to annoy. So how do we say that in Spanish? It's abusar. Abusar is the actual verb for molest. Fábrica looks like it means fabric. But in fact, fábrica is a factory in Spanish. Fábrica is a factory. So how do we say fabric? We say tela. Tela is actual fabric in Spanish. Sopa. Sopa is not soap. It looks like it might mean soap, right? Sopa is soup. So how do we say soap in Spanish? We say jabón. Jabón is soap. Realizar. Realizar does not mean to realize. Realizar is to make happen or to do. To realize is actually an idiomatic expression, meaning that there isn't a direct translation, and the phrase is darse cuenta. Okay, that's how we say to realize. Pie is not pie. Pie is how you say foot. Pie. How do we say pie in Spanish? It's just pie. Introducir does not mean to introduce. Introducir is actually to insert. So to introduce is presentar. Presentar is how we actually say to introduce. Recordar. Recordar does not mean to record. Recordar means to remember or to recall. So the actual verb for record is grabar. And grabar looks like it means to grab, but it doesn't mean to grab. Grabar means to record. Grab is like agarrar. Carpeta does not mean carpet. Carpeta is actually a binder. So alfombra is how we actually say carpet in Spanish. Ropa. Ropa does not mean rope. Ropa is clothing. Okay. Rope in Spanish is cuerda. That's how you say that. Actual. Actual is the same word, okay, but it doesn't mean actual. Actual actually means current. So how do you say actual in Spanish? You say real or verdadero. Delito. Delito does not mean delight. Delito is actually a crime. And the word for delight, the actual word for delight is delicia. Delicia. Chocar does not mean to choke. Chocar is to hit or to crash. The actual verb for to choke is ahorcar. Ahorcar. Contestar is not to contest. Contestar actually means to answer or to reply. So a contest is a concurso in Spanish. And the verb to contest is impugnar. Impugnar. Largo. Largo is not large. Largo means long. Large is grande. Enviar. Enviar does not mean to envy. Enviar means to send. To send. To envy is envidiar. Envidiar is how you say to envy. Sensitivo does not mean sensitive. In fact, the word sensitivo doesn't even exist in Spanish. It's not a word. No existe. So how do you say sensitive in Spanish? You say sensible. Sensible. Okay, muy bien. So those are the false cognates. That was just a list. There are more out there. Just make sure you are aware that false cognates exist and make sure you don't step on those landmines. Okay, muy bien. Muchas gracias, clase. Hasta la próxima.